everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Vikings are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Dolphins, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Let's go! 1, 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On first down, Drake. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. 3. Leopard, Leopard. Set, Leopard, Leopard. Leopard, Leopard. Set, blue, Leopard, Philly. Here we go. Detroit, Detroit. Let's go. Over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Come on, let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go. Grand 38.
They'll go with a keeper. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. This will be taken at the 10. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out comes Minnesota. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Take it in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Ohio.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and he moves his sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go! Blue, look at it!
the shotgun. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So, wow, he scrambles right, throws across his body all the way back to the left, but it worked out.
Wouldn't you just love to hear the thought process of the offensive coordinators that play unfolded? And I think a lot of it was no. Nice throw, my man. Nice throw.
I'd also like to hear the quarterback what's going on in his head as that ball leaves his hand.
Oh, please let it get there because otherwise I'm in big trouble.
In motion comes the tight end left. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go now. All right, now look at 56. Good. Here we go.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that.
He's got daylight. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Ohio.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Blue 90.
Slot man moves right.
Watching now, Barney.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9.
Now let's go. Gun.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He hits White, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Surveying the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Let's go. Brad 38.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Hut. Ohio. Ohio. Hut. Hut. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Hut. Hut.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Here we go. Ohio.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
Let's go. Hut. Ohio. Ohio. Hut.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Drake. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now on 4th down, on trots the Dolphins field goal unit and Andrew Franks. This a 43-yard attempt. And Franks' kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Watching now, Barney.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's got time. He sets into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Looked like they had something going. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Back to throw. Finding time. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Well, they have the yards anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They'll look to throw now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards to go here on second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Come on, let's go.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run again with a Ajayi. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
No, check, Green 39, Green 39, Detroit.
They come out here in the eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. A give to the fullback on the dive. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told us, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. Hey. Ohio, flex round. Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Ohio, let's go. 1, 9, 1.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Ohio, let's go. Flex round.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got time in the pocket. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Surveying the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they're going to speed things up here.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Little motion now from the tight end. And they're definitely showing blitz here. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So now here come the Dolphins. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
When you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line, that allows you to take shots, as we just saw there. Hardly anyone is going to say, let's go ahead and dial up a big throw from the shadow of their own goal line. But they did there because they knew the guys up front would give them time. They weren't able to complete it, but it was a nice attempt.
Nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st.
I'm not sure how much I really love that call. It almost seems like a little bit of a give up there. But maybe what they were thinking is, we've got a chance to pop one. They think we're just going to give up here, hand it to the big man, and maybe he can get through. Sometimes there's a little bit of courage in play calling that maybe we don't give enough credit.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And quickly they get to the line.
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, now look at this.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition is a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. What?
This is Ajayi looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw. Backing up. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out come the Dolphins now. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Let's go! 38!
They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go! 38! 38!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 36. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. And out now come the Vikings. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee